Good afternoon students. Today we are going to start the third part of this chapter. Here we will discuss about the compound interest. So before we come to this topic, we need to revise the part that is simple interest. Already we have done in our early classes. That simple interest stands for what? That is formula was SI equal to PTR by 100, where this is SI stands for simple interest, P stands for principal, that means the money you are depositing, T is the time, and R is rate of interest. Okay, and as it is given by percent, so it is R by 100 we are writing. So here some money has been kept for, suppose for 1 year. When after completing 1 year, that interest we are getting, and again that same amount will be kept for the next year. In this way, when we are talking about the simple interest, that same principal will be continued for numbers of years. How many terms you have given, if it is 5 years, 10 years, for the whole time it will be that principal every time is depositing, that is will be same, no changes will be there. But when we are talking about the compound interest, that interest you are getting on certain principal, it will be included with that principal, and that amount you are getting after the certain end of that period, that means if you are given that it will be compounded yearly, that means after completing 1 year, that interest will be included with the principal. So when it will be included with the principal, you are getting the amount. Now this new amount will be changed to that second year, for the second year it will become the principal. So in this way that rotation will continue. So by that, if we are going for one example, suppose for the first year, simple interest I am considering, that is equal to SI1, okay, and principal it is P1 I am considering, and rate of interest it is same, and time I have taken 1 year, okay, and it is by 100. So what is the principal that interest you are getting, that is equal to P into R, and for 1 it is let it be, and it is 100. Okay, so now after the completing of 1 year you are getting this interest. So what will be the amount after 1 year? That amount 1 will be principal, it was P1, and that interest will be added with this one. Okay, so what you will get in this case, you will get P1 plus here S1 equal to P1 R by 100. So in short, after 1 year we can write it like, if I am taking P1 as common, I can write it is R by 100. This is for the first year. Okay, so when that 1 year is over, whatever you are getting, that means that amount you are getting, I can consider this one, that one as it is P2, that whole I am considering, that the amount you are getting, I am considering this one as P2 after the completion of 1 year. Okay, now if it is P2, now what will be the interest after the second year, after completing of the second year? Let's consider that, say that interest on the second year, I am putting this one, that principal is this one, I am putting this one, and R, and again I am keeping this one for 1 year. Okay, so here that P2 already we know we have got this one, this amount, so let's put it here. We will put here P1 into 1 plus R by 100, and R is, I will write R, here it is into R by 100, and 1 year, so no need of writing this one. So you are getting this one, that is R by 100. Okay, so if I am going for simplifying this one, what we will get in this case? When I am going to simplifying this one, here you can see that we can take this one as common, that part you are getting. So after completing the 2 year, what will be the amount to, what it will be? It will be what you are getting, this one, this is, and that one we will add. So P2 plus SI2, what you will get on that case? Here it was P1 plus, so when I am getting that what is the amount we will get after the completion of 2 year, we are getting this one. Let's come to the simplified form of this one, what we will get. Okay, let me rub it, this side I am rubbing, here I will write this one. When I am simplifying this part, what I will get? See, you can see it is P1 into 1 plus R by 100, that one, and the remaining part is this one I am taking common. So from here I will get 1, and from here I will get R plus 1 plus R by 100. This one I am getting. So ultimately what I can write, after the completion of 2 year, here 2 year we have completed, 2 terms we have completed. So what I am getting? I am getting P1 into 1 plus R by 100, and it has been repeated for 2 times. That means I can put it here 2. So here, as we have done it for 2 terms, that means for 2 years. So here that power become 2. So if it is for more years, like 5 years, 10 years, that will repeat it for that many times, so that power will be increased. So the simplest way to get the equation or that formula to find out the compound interest, your formula is equal to, we will write that amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. This is the simplified formula you are getting to find out the compound interest on any amount. Okay, let's come to some of the example from your book. Here I have taken one example like that. Calculate the compound interest that Gokulchand will get by investing rupees 1000 for 3 years at the rate of 10%. So what are the things has been given? That money to, it is for example, I have given this question for example. Here principal has been given rupees 1000, okay, sorry, 1000, and time has been given for 3 years, okay, and rate percent has been given, that is 10% per annum, okay. Now you have asked that amount, that money will be compounded, compound interest he will get, okay, that one has not been mentioned, that means it will be compounded yearly. So what will be the interest he will get? Here you have asked to find out. First we will go for that formula. As we know, the formula for the compound interest, amount is equal to P into, so here in place of P I will put 1000, then it is into, then it is 1 plus R equal to 10 by 100 to the power in n, that means the term, it is 3 years. So it will be 1000 into, it is 110 into 110 into 110 by 100 into 100 into 100. Okay, so let's cancel. It is 3 times, that's why I have repeated these things for 3 times. Okay, 1020, 1020, it is 10, it is 10, then 1010, this 0, this 0, so this 20. So what we are getting after multiplying this one, if I am multiplying 121 into 11, that means I am getting 1331. So this is the amount you will get after the completion of 3 years. But in this question you have asked what will be the interest. So interest, that compound interest is equal to what? Amount minus principal. So what is the amount I have got here? It become 1331 and principal was 1000. So interest will be 331 rupees. This is the interest will be paid after 3 years for a sum of money 1000. Okay, let's come to a different kind of question where that rate of interest will be compounded yearly or quarterly. Here I have taken that second question where you have asked to find the compound interest on rupees 1200 for 1 year at 20% per annum. This is the rate of interest when the interest is compounded quarterly. So what are the things has been given? First one, the principal has been given rupees 1200, okay. Then time has been given, it is 1 year, okay, but one condition has been given, it will be compounded quarterly. Okay, this is the condition has been given over here. Then rate of interest has been given, that is equal to 20% per annum. So what are the things you have to do here? Here that 1 year I will change it, that one will be changed to how many quarters are there in 1 year? Yes, it is 4 quarter. Yes, 4 quarter. First we have to go for that one. Now let's come to that calculation for this formula. If I am going for individually for first quarter, so first quarter how much it will be for first quarter? How much it will be? It is, yes, 1200 into 5 into 1, because it will also will be divided, it is for per annum, so it will be divided in 4. So here it will become 5 by 100, so let's cancel. You are getting 60 rupees. For next quarter it will be included with that principal. So for next quarter your principal will become now 1200 plus 60, that is equal to 1260. Now it will be invested in the same condition. So second quarter what it will be, it will now the principal become 1260 and rate of interest is this one, then it is 100, so let's cancel. Okay, 0 it is 2 6 2 3 so becomes 63. So now it will be included with that principal. So earlier that principal was, it was 1260 plus 63. This is the third principal, that means P3 it will be, so it will be 312. Okay, now again it will be invested for the third quarter. So third quarter what will be the amount in third quarter? What you will get, it will be principal now become 1323 into rate of interest is 5 and 1, then it is 100. So after cancelling this one, it will be, we will get that answer in decimal. Okay, let it check. We will get, yes, it is 66.15 we are getting. Now again we will add it with this principal. Okay, so let's come to that part. For the fourth quarter, now we will come to the for the fourth quarter, our principal amount will become 1323 plus 66.15. So after adding, this is the principal I am telling, how much we will get, it will be after adding we are getting 136 it is 89.15. Okay, now it will be invested as the principal. So what we will get, interest will be, that is equal to interest equal to how much, P is equal to 1389.15, then into for 5% it is 1 by 100. Okay, after cancelling this one again, okay, it is 20, then after that you are getting nearby. Okay, let's consider this one as whatever we are getting. Yes, you consider this one as 69.46, that much rupees. This is the interest you are getting after completing of the fourth quarter. Okay, so what will be the amount now? Your amount was 8389.15. Now we will add, it is amount I am talking, it is 69.46. So after adding this, or if we are considering this one as, let's consider this one as, okay, let it be 46. Okay, after adding we are getting rupees, yes, it is 1 6, okay, yes, 8541. Okay, so after the completing of 1 year, that amount will be 1458, where he had invested, that earlier he had invested where that principal in the beginning it was 1200. Now amount become, after the completion of 1 year, it become 1458.61. So what is the compound interest he has got in 1 year? Okay, how much he has got after subtracting this one, what we are getting, it is 258.61. This is the interest he will earn in compound if he is keeping this money in compound interest, okay, for 1 hour, which where it is compounded quarterly, and the rate of interest was given as 20%. So I hope you can solve the questions from your exercise. So hope for the best. Let's try.